Hey folks, Mike here with a quick little build video slash product review. Playing around with the HGUC Qubeley, hope I'm saying that right, model. I just finished this not that long ago. Didn't really go crazy with it. Pretty much just a straight build. Did a little bit of scribing there and there. In the back, you'll see, and a little bit on the knee. Very little, just playing around with the scribing tools and the chisels. Really nice kit, fun to play with, except that ball joint at the waist here is a real pain for some reason. It kept popping off, so I put a little Elmer's glue on there, and I'm letting that set to firm it up. And once it's done, I'll give it a twist, and it should work fine. So what I wanted to actually do here, and what inspired me to start this video just briefly before I eat dinner, is to show this little effect here, that shading that I just did, and how I'm doing it. So what I did differently, actually a couple weeks back, I took a trip down to here in Connecticut to Jerry's Artorama down in Norwalk. We were down there for some other business, but I haven't been down there in a few years, so I popped in and I caught these little guys on sale on a special for I think it was $40 for this whole set. These are the high flow gold from Golden transparent paints, and I've never used them before, so I know they're acrylic based, and they're transparent, so they're going to be on par with Tamiya Clears, or more familiarly, I have these guys, the Minatare Ghost Tints. I've always found these hard to use because I always overdo it. For some reason, I can never just like get the right amount on to get a nice clear effect. So I was excited to try these out, and these I actually used. The one I'm really playing with right now is this one, which has a lot of potential in my opinion, Shading Gray. So I actually used this watered down on my my Thunderbolt GM that I just finished. I had pictures posted on my Facebook page, and I used that as the acrylic wash to get the shading and everything in there. I just thinned it out, and then actually I think I thinned it out with alcohol, not water. So I thinned it with alcohol and I applied it, and it came out looking good. Right now I have it loaded up in my airbrush, and I'm really liking what's going on here with this stuff. You can see here, this is completely unpainted, so this is just bare plastic. Haven't done anything fancy. This is on the bare plastic too, and I just hit that with a light shadow layer. And I'm probably going to have to seal it afterwards. Depends, I'm not 100% on what I'm going to do with it, but I'll probably hit it with a flat coat or maybe a satin coat, because I kind of want to give this guy a little bit of a sheen. But can you see that shadow? Not quite sure if you can see the shadow, but yeah, I like that. It's really subtle. The stuff I'm using it through my chrome at about 20. Let me see, about 25 psi with a 3.3 needle. And it's nice and subtle. It goes on really subtle, but I'm building it up. And if you can see here on the chest, I just applied a little bit of it to the pink area, and it's not going on too glossy, which is nice. But I'm going to hit a couple more of the white areas to really emphasize it. And I'll show you how it actually flows from the brush. And you gotta really pump it out to get, but it's real subtle. So I'm gonna do a quick shot here and try not to just ruin this guy, and just see if I can get some shadows dropped in where I want. Because I don't want to go crazy with this figure. I want to jump over to another model that I'm working on. Can you see that? It's a little hard, but... So I just dropped some shade onto the white there with this shading gray, and I really like the effect. I might go back to some of the other kits that I have and just throw some shadows in. Giving a little emphasis even here on the pink. Doing some rapid fire shadowing there. Can you see that? Yep. It might be hard to see on camera. So, I don't know if anybody in Connecticut or online finds this product, the transparent golden. Golden's a very big art supplier, paints and professional products. Model-wise, this is working out for me, and I'm tempted because I really want to try some of the other colors. Some of them look really nice. Like for weathering, that shading gray is going to be great. But there's also this brown oxide that has a nice color to it. Red iron oxide, that's going to have a nice rust effect. And these are colors that I don't have in the Minatare, the ghost tints. They don't have a real good brown. They have I think it's just brown. So, but they don't have a black either or a shading gray. So that's what really drew me to that. And these reds have a lot of potential over metallics. So I'm gonna give that a quick shot. Let me just do a little bit more on this guy. He's looking good. Get some shadow underneath there. Do the other side of these arms. Try not to grab the upper torso because that glue, I don't want that upper torso to just fly off like it's been doing. And this is actually the model. My wife picked this one out for me. She likes him a lot with his big old head. Maybe it's his butt, I don't know. For high-speed post shading, this has a lot of potential. You see, I'm just winging it here. I'm just freelancing. Oh, I'm liking this. So if anybody's like me, I always try to do the pre-shading, and more times than not, I overdo it, and I completely spray right over the pre-shading and then erase most of it. This, I think, is going to be really cool to bring back any overspraying you do on a pre-shade model. Which I know I already have a few that I'm going to come back and do. And I think I'm just going to keep going until the cup is empty. Winch, I think. Good. Oh, no, I got a bunch left. Ooh. So what do you think? Pretty good? Not bad for $4 a bottle. 30 milliliter bottle. That's probably going to last me quite a long time. All right. So I think once I put our top coat on this, I might do a single top coat to seal it in, and then a layer of pledge to give it more of a satin. And the heat's on. Alright, I think that's good for now. I don't want to go too long. And here's the quick shading effects. So what I'm liking about this, better than say Tamiya Smoke, which is a great clear, no gloss. I don't see much of a gloss sheen to it. And it's a little bit, just maybe around there, but it's not terrible. Alright kids, that's all for now, and I'm going to finish this bad boy up and get them on my shelf. Later.